welcome to the Home Care OT. My name is Maddie. I am an occupational therapist and owner of Threshold Therapeutic. Today we are here to answer the question of the day, which is, what is a dressing stick? A dressing stick is actually a stick that helps you get dressed. It has a number of uses to help you with getting items of clothing on for both your upper body and your lower body. Let me go ahead and tell you about the different components of your dressing stick. The first and foremost component is the long rod in the center, the stick part of the dressing stick. This is the part that elongates the device to make it easier for you to reach either down to your feet or things up overhead if you have limited range of motion in your back, your hips, or your shoulders. At this end is a metal hook. You can use this to hook or clasp onto things, but the gap to fit in there is pretty small. So what I find this hook most helpful for is if there's an area in your house where you usually get dressed, if there's a hook on the wall or a rack next to you, you can simply hang this right next to you so that it's ready to go for next time, so that your dressing stick isn't reaching onto the floor and that puts you in a scenario where you have to bend down and pick it up. On the other end of the dressing stick, you have two larger hooks. One faces upward, the other faces across and down. These are also coated in a kind of a smooth, soft plastic to keep them from rubbing on your skin and causing a skin tear as you use them. Most commonly, people use their dressing stick as a glorified back scratcher. It does work for that, not meant for it, but given that soft tip on the edge, it is a safe way to scratch your back without scratching your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use this dressing stick first for your upper body. So for clients who have difficulty putting on their shirt, getting their shirt up over their head, this is how you can use your dressing stick to help with that. So if you've got your shirt over your arms and you're trying to get it up over your head and you have limited reach for your shoulders, you can take this hook that's pointing upward, hook it onto the neckline of the shirt, being careful not to poke yourself in the eye or in the head, get it pointed to the side, and I can kind of take that dressing stick and get it up and over so that I can adjust this shirt down the back and pull it down. I will say the dressing stick does not have any components that are all that helpful for getting the shirt off, but certainly for getting it on, you can use it for that purpose. You can also use the dressing stick to help with getting jackets or sweaters up and around your shoulders. So if you were putting this jacket or sweater on, you would take the arm that you have the most difficulty getting dressed in first. So in this case, maybe I have some shoulder pain in my left arm. I'm going to put my jacket on this arm. And if I have difficulty reaching up and over to the other side, I can take the side or the neckline of my sweater, hook it onto the dressing stick, and then use this to kind of swing it up and around until I can reach it on the other side, unhook it, and then I can swing this back around to get my arm in the sleeve, and then I was able to get on my jacket and my sweater. Now we're going to shift to talk about how you can use the dressing stick to help you with your lower body. There are many devices that you can use to help with lower body dressing, your dressing stick being one of them. The dressing stick can be used to help with putting on your pants. Some people prefer to use a reacher for this, but for clients who have arthritis in their hands where it's painful to hold that grasp and squeeze, the dressing stick is a nice alternative because all you have to do is hold on to it. You don't have to also squeeze the trigger. But I can take my pants, run the dressing stick down through, and this hook at the end will kind of hook onto the waistband and the leg of my pants, and I can use that to lower down, get my pants up to where I can reach them, fish this out, maybe, get that unstuck, find the other leg, reach that down to the level where I can reach it, fish my foot in, and I can effectively use this for both putting on the pants and then getting the pants back off when you're done. I can use that to kind of push those off. You can also use your dressing stick to help with taking socks off and also for managing your shoes. This hook that's facing in the upward direction is very helpful for helping to take off your socks. Some people like to use their reacher for taking off socks, but I have found that the soft coating at the end of the dressing stick makes for a much more comfortable experience with a decreased risk of tearing or ripping your skin. So take this so that your hook is facing downwards. You can hook that on the part of your sock and slowly put downward pressure, and it is helpful for getting that sock off of your foot. For putting socks back on, you would need a separate device called a sock aid. Please feel free to check out the how to use a sock aid video, but you can also use this dressing stick as a pseudo shoehorn for both putting on your shoe and taking off your shoe. If you can't find your shoehorn, you can bring your shoe around. And again, with this downward facing hook, I can use that to hold the back of my shoe in place while I slide my foot into the shoe to get it thoroughly on. I can also use that to take my shoe off. I'm using the same technique. So I'm going to take that downward hook, run that into the back of my shoe, and give some downward pressure to help me take my shoe off. Thanks so much for watching the Home Care OT. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date with our content. And for more information, head on over to our blog at thresholdot.com.